and welcome to a very special review night. Today we take a look at the trailer for Masters of the Universe. Now, because it's our first ever movie or television review, we'll do it in our library here, in which there are many leather-bound books and the entire room smells of rich mahogany. Now, to preface this review, I'd like to first say that I am currently 50 years old, which means I was 7 when this property came out. I am the demographic. I know where this IP came from, I know all of its origins, I know all of the places that it's been, and I know all of the bullshit attempts to bring it back. So I'm going to give you my honest assessment as an actual lifelong fan of this property. So without further ado, let's take a look at the first look of Masters of the Universe. There are lots of Easter eggs in this trailer, starting with Zor, the falcon form of the Sorceress of Grayskull as she flies over the countryside, the Palace of Eternia, and then finally Castle Grayskull. First and foremost, Castle Grayskull I have a problem with. It should be a castle. It is a castle, which means it's a fortress. This looks more like something you try and hit a golf ball through when the mouth is open just right. Now, a lot has been said already about the silly Adam Glenn he-him nameplate on his desk. I'm going to take this as a deliberate attempt at humor by the directors, obviously a play on his character title He-Man. Another little Easter egg is the quick homage to Vicor, one of the early concepts of He-Man, holding the sword. I do notice that there are teeth on the jaw bridge for the castle. That's good. First negative of the trailer for me, though, the Millennial dialogue by Teela. Things are about to get weird, she says. Well, the only way this scene is saved is if Adam turns and punches her right in the face after that stupid line. And now here's our Guardians of the Galaxy moment with our heroes all walking together. And let me get this out of the way. Why do you change Man-at-Arms to a black man? Why do you change Roboto to a female? Why is a Mexican woman cast as Teela? None of these changes are appropriate, especially when these are main characters. These are not ancillary characters. They all have legions of fans of their own, and you can't just swap them into different identities to satisfy some racist and or sexist progressive ideology. I don't care if it is Idris Elba. We do get our first look at Skeletor up close, and much to my surprise, he looks fantastic. We get a brief look at a battle which includes Fisto, Spikor, Trapjaw has a quick shot in there, Beastman, still on planet Earth unfortunately. Teela dueling with Evil Lyn also is in there, and I really don't like that very much. Evil Lyn uses magic, she doesn't fight with her staff like Bruce Lee. Of course, the iconic transformation scene looks really good. I love the fact that they're using the Iron Cross on his chest, or on his battle harness, whatever you want to call it. Snake Mountain looks really cool. They look like they've gotten that at least partially correct from this angle. And they've done justice for the Havoc staff as well. It looks powerful and evil all at the same time. All in all, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. Some people don't like the choice of actor cast as Skeletor, but then they have no problem with the DEI casting. Those people are generally morons and not true fans of this property. As far as casting for Skeletor, this Jared Leto character, I haven't heard his voice, I haven't seen his performance, I haven't seen his mannerisms. All I've seen is the costume, which does look cool. So I will reserve judgment until I see who his Skeletor really is. It's been nearly 40 years since the previous Masters of the Universe live-action movie. There have been many attempts of getting this property back into theaters. I worry about the fact that it finally came back in an era where there is an obvious anti-straight white male sentiment in Hollywood, and everyone seems to think that that sort of racism and sexism is just fine. In every other direction, racism and sexism is condemned universally, but when it's a straight white male, hell, they can't endure enough pain and suffering for progressives to be happy. That being said, I'm going to give this my favorite IP of all time, the benefit of the doubt until I see otherwise, but destroying several main characters for the sake of woke points detracts as much as the rest of the trailer adds to my expectations. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first ever review nights for movies and television. Let's do it again sometime.